Hello, everyone. So, good morning, and I think it's good evening to some of you. I'm so happy first that Raji invited me to be a part of this wonderful community. I'm really happy to connect with you all, meet you all. Like Raji said, we were college mates, and not even in my dreams, I thought we will be, connecting in this way. And I think beyond the personal growth and my business, journaling has done such amazing things for me in connecting the right people into my, bringing right people into my life. So a quick intro about me. I'm Harini, a former software engineer, a passionate mother to two beautiful daughters, and now an entrepreneur, accidental entrepreneur, because this was not planned, not even in my dreams. I'll tell you a quick background of how I came into journaling. I was in the IT industry, and then I took a break when I conceived my first daughter. I wanted to be a full-time mother, wanted to give all my attention to her. And 2 years into my motherhood, it was a very difficult phase of my life. I was struggling with a lot of things, family issues, my past baggage, emotional baggages and trauma, and the feeling that I'm doing nothing for myself. It was my choice to be a full-time mom, but then I felt I'm supposed to do much more. I can do much more, and this is not the example that I wanted to set for my daughter. And there were lot of emotional turmoil that was going on for various reasons. And that's when I was also diagnosed with the clinical depression. Um, so I started taking therapies, and that's where they told me to start journaling every day. So I've always been a pen and a paper person. I loved taking notes. I love writing diaries. I used to pent up, express all my pent up emotions through diaries when I was in school. But I did not know that journaling by itself is like a medicine. It's one of the first thing they will ask you to do it when you go for therapies, and it's such a powerful tool and a strategy for improving your mental health. um, so I started writing religiously, and I've always been this emotionally fragile person who has had difficulty in managing my emotions. Any strong emotions I cannot handle in a calm way. I will just get into an impulsive outburst. I will show it to my loved ones, which put me in a very difficult situation for people to love me, because I was making things hard for people around me as well. But after I started journaling, it put things into perspective. It gave me a lot of clarity. It cleared my mind. It calmed me, made me think rationally, and to release my anger and all my disappointments rationally, sensibly. Um, in turn, improved my relationship with be it my partner, my friends, and family. So things fell in place one by one, one by one. So I was a much emotionally stronger person. I started handling all my difficulties and problems in a calmer way, in a sensible way, and that's when I realized, there was no use in me. One more information: Raji and I were toppers in college. It's either Raji or it's me. But then I'm not happy about it, because though I was a topper all through my school and college, but then I was not a happy person. I was a troubled person. So when I was doing this journaling, that's when I realized, there's no use in, you know, studying, getting a job when you're not able to understand your feelings and emotions, and when you cannot control your emotions. It spoils everything for you. You cannot have healthy relationships. And I wanted to create journals, because journaling was not very, like, there were not good journals in the market. It was either an empty journal, or it was very chaotic, layouts and structures. So I thought I should do a kids journal wherein I wanted to teach certain things to my daughters, and then cultivate this habit, and also make it as a tool for them to express their feelings and then open up to parents, which was also difficult for me when I was young. I couldn't open up to my parents and I couldn't express a lot of things that was not okay with my life. So that's how it all started. That's how I got into journaling. And the person that I was 5 years before has no overlapping with the person that I am now. And I'm so proud of this journey. And I would, like, I'll owe all of this growth and, the whatever good thing that has happened to this one simple habit that has happened. It has also given me a business. So it has given me good connections. So it just changed my life forever. So today we'll see quickly what's journaling, what are the things you can journal, types of journaling, and we'll get into gratitude journaling in particular. So if there's someone who doesn't know what this journaling is about, journaling is nothing but writing down your thoughts and feelings. It's the plain old diary writing. They've just given a fancy name to it, and it's called journaling now. Um, so that's journaling. And so, what is it that you can write in your journaling, or what are the types of journaling? So again, there is no hard and fast rule to journaling. You can write anything and everything that you want, but to just broadly classify uh, and give some pointers on how you can write or what you can start writing. So one is you can do daily reflection journal, where at the end of the day you maintain a journal to write down your daily happenings, the good things, bad things, and then how you feel about it. Just a record of what happened that day. So that could be a daily reflection journal. And then you can write about your goals, your dreams, your plans, your to-do list. So this is more of a planning, which again, it is writing. So I would like to call this journaling. So you can write your visions, your goals, your dreams, and your everyday to-do list, reminders that you want to remember. So this is something that you can write. And there's also the stress journaling, which very much was what I was talking about. So you can maintain a stress journal dedicated to writing down your negative thoughts, negative experiences, and negative feelings. So whenever you are stressed, you're anxious, and you're upset about something, the first thing you can do before reacting to someone or to something in an impulsive way, write it down. Write down what's bothering you. You can write down your unfiltered thoughts. Nobody is going to read you. No one's supposed to read that journal. It's just for you. You don't have to worry about being judged. Write your plain thoughts that is currently in your mind. How are you feeling? How frustrated? How upset are you? Why are you feeling that way? So you would notice that once you are done with shifting all your weight from your head and putting it on paper, you will notice that you would have already become much calmer. The intensity of your feeling, the anger, the disappointment, the everything would have subsided. And now you can take some time to think about why this happened. What is it, something that went wrong? Is it me? Could I have done better? Is it the other person? Now what can I do? Even if you don't do these reflections, simply writing down how you feel would have already done the good thing for you. It would have taken off all the the intense emotions from your head, and then you will be in a better position to deal with it. So this is something that I strongly recommend. I do this. Even if you don't do daily journaling, you should have this stress journaling. Um, so that's something you can do. And then there is this very lightweight writing down your thoughts. memories journal. This is just for you to preserve all your beautiful memories. You can have a travel journal to keep your travel memories. You can have a journal dedicated to your partner. This is something I do it as well. A couple journal where I write on all the good things he's done or beautiful moments that we've had. So when we get into a fight, I go back and read that. So I'm like, okay, no, after all, it's just a fight. So you can do that. You can write down anything that a memorable day, a special memory. You can write it in your journal. A pregnancy journal is one example. A baby journal is one example. You can write down all the cute things your daughter or son has ever told. So that's also one journal. So all of this, after a few years, when you go back and read, it will bring all the exact same feelings that you felt then. This can never happen with photos and videos. Photos and videos will never do justice to what you're feeling. Your feelings can only be transferred by you with your own hand to the paper. So this is something that you can do, a memory journal. And you can simply have a brain dump journal where it has no structure. You're just writing down whatever that pops in your head. It need not be a sentence, it need not make sense, the words need not make sense to anyone, but it'll make sense to you. So you can have a brain dump journal, and you can have a gratitude journal. So I would like to talk about gratitude journal in particular. So if you're new to journaling and if you have not started journaling, I think I'd recommend you to start with gratitude journaling because it's the easiest. It's very simple and also it's powerful. So once you're, once you get used to this, then you will be comfortable with the whole journaling thing, and then you will start writing a lot of things that I just mentioned a while ago. So gratitude journaling. Why gratitude journaling is, um, I feel gratitude is something that can, the only thing that can bring happiness to our lives. All of us want to be happy, but all of us have issues. So, is there anyone who's absolutely content with our lives right now? If you are, it's a great thing. I think that can come only with gratitude. Only with gratitude you can acknowledge the goodness in your life. But most of the times we fail to acknowledge the good things in our lives. We focus on the negative things, we focus on our problems and think about, okay, this is not right, this is not right, I want happiness, I want to be happy, I want a better job. um, but then, what makes a happy person an unhappy person is the difference of being grateful. All of us have problems, but then people who are grateful for what they have and who even take problems with a positive heart and then face the challenges are the ones who are happy. So some people are innately grateful. It comes with their personality trait. We cannot do anything about it. Some people are innately a little negative, as in for them the worries would seem big. They would have had a pessimistic approach from the beginning. That was what, maybe that was what they saw, and they learned it, or that could have even be passed from their DNA, because a lot to do with your personality. But a good thing is that gratitude can be acquired. It's not like you cannot change. And this simple gratitude practice is something that can, help you change into a better, a grateful person and a positive person. So all you have to do is take an empty notebook, or you can buy a gratitude journal that's already in the market, because an available journal has a nice layout and soothing colors, which kind of will motivate us to write on it instead of a plain old diary. But a plain notebook will just do. um, so start with writing. At the end of the day, every day, start with writing three things you were grateful for. There is no like, you need not stop with three, but at least three. Three things you were grateful for that day. It can be as trivial as waking up and being alive, having the access to fresh air, the morning coffee that you felt really good about, or it can be that, or it can be bigger things like a big success or a promotion or buying something, achieving something, can be anything. Um, So there will be days when you will find this very redundant. Your routine might repeat. There might have not been very significant good things that happened. Uh, so those days it might feel like a chore, like a homework that you have to write. It's okay. You can continue writing this even if you don't find things you're grateful for. You can write simple things like I told you, the coffee, or the family that we always have, the beautiful family, a comforting bed. So you can start writing things like this, and once you start writing, you will notice that you have infinite things to be grateful for. The things that we usually take for granted, which a lot of people don't have access to. So that is something that we take things for granted. It's always been there. Family's been there. We have money. We have a house, and we never thank them. But then this gratitude practice will show you that you have things in abundance. It will shift the focus from the bad to the good. Um, and even on tough days, once you start cultivating this gratitude practice, even on tough days, you will be able to see something good in it. You will start looking at the bigger picture, the brighter side, and you will learn to deal or tackle the problem with a positive attitude. And which I think is the ultimate easiest route to finding lasting happiness and well-being. And while you're at it every day, while you're writing gratitude, you will also notice that you will have a better mood. Your mood will improve. There'll be a lot of positive emotions that you've been feeling. Probably your day was tough, but then that 5 to 10 minutes of writing down gratitude would bring in that feel good emotions back into your life, so that the next day you will wake up with a much grateful heart and much more strength to tackle the next day. So this is something that you can start doing. Probably 2024 is coming. If you've not started gratitude journaling, you can start with this. And You can go back to your gratitude journal whenever you feel grateful. Apart from the three things that you write every day, anytime you feel grateful about something, you want to savor that, you can go back to your journal and then write in it. And after a few days, you can see that your journal is filled with things that you are grateful for, and you will realize how blessed your life is. So this is something that you can start doing. And so usually people ask me, how long should I journal? Should gratitude journal be a lifelong practice? So if you ask me now, I don't write in my gratitude journal every day. I used to, but now it sort of has become for me a mental practice, because but you have to start with gratitude journaling, and once it gets into your system, you will start appreciating things. Even if you don't write it, you will feel it in your heart. So there is not a single day that I am not grateful for my family every day. So my kids, like Neha said, my daughters are very, very cooperative and understanding, and that is something that I'm thankful for. I take a moment, lot of moments in a day to pause. Like I would be sitting in the hall, and my kids would be playing on their own, and my husband would be helping with my business. And then I take a moment or a few moments to savor that, thank, be grateful for that. So there are multiple moments of gratitude in my life. It became a mental practice for me. And then you will start thanking and feeling grateful, feeling blessed for everything that's there in your life, even if you don't write it. But until you get into this state, you will have to write it, so that you get into this practice of appreciating everything around you. So that's gratitude journaling for you. And then so this in particular was gratitude journaling. And I think I forgot to mention the benefits of journaling. So the overall benefits is, the act of writing is very calming. It can relieve the stress. It'll calm you down. It's like meditation. For some reason, I can never meditate. I've tried yoga, meditation. I cannot close my eyes and sit and feel all the calmness. but journaling is meditation to me. I mean, all of us have different ways of meditating, and then one thing can work for you, one thing cannot work for you. But for me, that 15 minutes of journaling in the morning is like meditation to me. Um, so even when I don't have anything to write, I simply, take a journal and then write random words that I see, or if I'm listening to a song, I write it down because the very process of writing is very, very calming to me. So that is one thing. And when you write things down, it clears your mind, it declutters your mind, it put things into perspective, and it gives you a lot of clarity. And this will also help you with decision making in like whatever it can be. So that's another benefit of journaling. Journaling also will help you become more focused and motivated, especially like I said, you should write down your goals and plans and habits that you want to cultivate. So once you write them down, it'll motivate you to be consistent with what you want. You can come and mark every day, and then you can track your progress. And so it brings in a lot of focus and motivation. If you don't write it down, you're going to forget everything that you want to do in life. But only when you write, it tells you that this is important. It needs all your focus and energy. And journaling also promotes self reflection, self discovery. You will understand yourself like never before. You will be able to connect with yourself like never before. All your issues, why you're feeling this way, why you're feeling, how you're feeling, and what makes me feel this way. You will understand, you will see a lot of patterns and triggers, and you will understand so much more about yourself with journaling. So there are a lot more benefits. It improves your mood. It also, in turn, improves your health, and even physical health. And your life will become more disciplined because you put like the 10 minutes that you spend in writing down what you want, the intention that you're setting that day will help you to have a much more productive day. If you don't write it down, if you just go with the flow, you're going to end up feeling, oh, I didn't do much today. I should have done this. I should have done that. But when you write it down, you will be self motivated to accomplish your small daily goals. So there are so many other benefits of journaling, but then these are the main benefits that I wanted to emphasize here. So it's a very, very simple habit, but a very powerful habit. So I would want all of you to give it a try in whatever form that you want, the different types of journaling that you can start. Please do not worry about being consistent. A lot of people fear taking up this habit because they think they cannot be consistent. It's okay even if you do it on and off. I myself don't write every day now. Like I told you, it's become like a mental system for me. So even if I don't write, I can sort of write it on my mind. But then there will be days when I am feeling overwhelmed and I have to go back to my pen and paper. Um, to balance me, to bring that sense of discipline and calmness into my life. So it's okay even if you don't do it, even if you do it sporadically, even if you do it on and off, it's still going to benefit you. Um, and like I said, it just put so many things in my life into place. So it didn't work like magic. It's all connected. It was like a butterfly effect. One thing, so when one thing is right, you will be doing that other things right, and then there'll be a lot of purpose and discipline into your life, which will help you to go after your dreams, whatever it might be. Okay, so I was going to wrap up my presentation anyways. So that is it from me. Um, Give this a simple habit a try, and then you will see the results yourself. And I wanted to add, like Raji told, a lot of things that I wrote have become true for me, which I thought was like a far-fetched dream. So I remember 5 years back when I said I was in a very difficult place in my life, with respect to my career, my personal life, and all of my parents' health. Um, I was in a very difficult phase, and then I remember I took a big piece of a sheet, and I wrote down few things, and I stuck it on my wardrobe. Um, all of that came true. When I wrote it down, I thought this is never going to happen, but I just wanted to write it down. It was like an unfulfilled wish, and I simply wrote it down. And then, never in my dreams, I thought in 1.5 years, I was able to tick all of that. So I wrote down very simple things like, I didn't have a job or a career, and I just wrote down I wanted the tag founder near my name. So that was something that I wanted to write. And then my parents were struggling with health, and I wanted to help them, and I wanted to buy, like, for example, I wanted to buy a diamond earring for my parents. I wanted to make them a little more comfortable financially. So from small things to big things, I wrote all of my dreams, and then I wanted to achieve all of them. Again, writing things down will not magically work. It will just help you to go and chase what you want. You will be in a better position to, achieve them. So that is the power of writing. Thank you so much for having me here.